Hello, passionate Wrexham fans. How are you? I hope you're all well, and get ready, because today's news is hair-raising. Wrexham is signing two very talented young players. They play incredibly well. Stay with me until the end and I'll tell you everything, in detail. But first, subscribe to the channel, leave a naughty like, and activate the bell so you don't miss any news about our Red Dragons. Before the big news, let's take a look at the latest and most important updates about Wrexham AFC. Let's get to the point. After securing their long-awaited promotion to the Championship, Wrexham confirmed in May that 8 players would leave the club for free. This has been a pattern for the team in recent years. Whenever promotion comes, some key players leave. And this year was no different. Paul Mullen, for example, was loaned to Wigan Athletic. Will Boyle signed with Shrewsbury Town. And Luke McNicholas made a permanent move to Forest Green Rovers. But the departure that drew the most attention was how it reached the club's owner himself. Rob McElhenney, now officially known as Rob Mac, said in an interview with the Pardon My Take podcast that he found out through Twitter that one of his favorite players had been released. And according to him, it was a complete surprise. Here's what he said. I found out one of my favorite players was released from the team this year, and I found out through Twitter. I was as shocked as he was. It was his statement. The manager hadn't told us yet. He, Parkinson, spoke to the player, as he should have, and the player informed his teammates. Then he published the statement. When I read it, my heart broke. I really didn't expect it. So, who were these players? Goalkeeper Mark Howard confirmed his departure on May 15th with a social media post. On the same day, Stephen Fletcher also announced his departure, and made it clear that it was not by choice. He wrote, "It is with a heavy heart, and not by choice, that I sadly have to announce my departure from what I can only describe as the most magical club I have ever played for. In my 22-year career, I have never experienced anything like this club." Fletcher also thanked the group and said he fell in love with football all over again thanks to Wrexham. And the following day, it was Jordan Davies' turn, who said goodbye with an emotional message. He wrote, "My time at my hometown club has come to an end. I can safely say we have been on a special journey. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine leaving here, 5 seasons later, as a championship club." Davies also thanked the owners, especially Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, for transforming not only the club but the atmosphere of the entire city. Yes, friends, football is magical, but sometimes it also hurts. And these departures show how much Wrexham is growing, but also facing difficult decisions. And look, Wrexham got off to a great start on their international tour. A solid victory, including a goal-scoring debut, and high expectations for what's to come. Let's see what happened. Wrexham AFC put on a show in their debut on the Wrexham Down Under Tour, winning 3-0 against Melbourne Victory in the first of 3 friendlies on Australian soil. The Welsh club, which has won fans worldwide thanks to its famous owners, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, faced a depleted Victory squad. Names like Ryan Teague, Daniel Arzani, and Casey Boss were absent. The first half was evenly matched, with chances for both sides. But just when it looked like the score would remain level until halftime, Tom O'Connor appeared and opened the scoring for Wrexham. 1-0 at the end of the first half. And the story didn't end there. In the second half, debutant Ryan Hardy shone, scoring his first goal for Wrexham in the 67th minute. And to top it all off, George Evans scored his in the 78th minute, securing the final score, 3-0 for the Red Dragons. So what now? What's next on the tour? Next Tuesday, Wrexham faces Sydney FC at Allianz Stadium, and on Saturday they face Wellington Phoenix at Sky Stadium. Expectations are high to keep the momentum going and continue to win over fans outside of England. Meanwhile, Melbourne Victory continues to recover after losing the A-League Grand Final to Melbourne City 1-0 in May. It's worth remembering that the team reached the final after eliminating Auckland FC in the semi-finals. And to complete the picture, Victory's youth team, which competes in the NPLM Victoria, is going through a difficult time. In the relegation zone, occupying 12th place, 6 points behind Altona Magic, who are in 11th. And look how curious. While their opponent is struggling, Wrexham is only improving. This year, the club earned its 3rd consecutive promotion, moving from League One straight to the Championship, the English Second Division. A historic feat that only raises expectations about what this team can achieve. Now there's some hot news about a potential signing that could really shake up our team. In recent days, reports have been circulating that Wrexham are interested in signing Callum Britton, a right-back from Blackburn Rovers. But we're not alone in this, are we? Derby County and Middlesbrough are also eyeing the player, who only has 1 year left on his contract with Blackburn. The team doesn't want to let Britton go so easily. But a significant offer, and we know Wrexham has a considerable budget this summer, could change Rovers' minds and agree to negotiate. And that's where a key piece of this story comes in. Sky Sports revealed that Blackburn is already making moves behind the scenes. The club is interested in Hull City's Cody Drama, but they're only expected to move forward with that name if Britton actually leaves. The detail is that Hull has transfer restrictions, which could facilitate a potential deal with Blackburn. Everything now revolves around Britton's decision. Will he be willing to leave and start a new challenge at Wrexham? If so, there's a real chance the board will speed up the hiring process. Meanwhile, Blackburn is also closing in on another right-back, Ryan Alebiosu, formerly of Arsenal, who played in Belgian football. According to the Lancashire Telegraph, the deal with Kortrijk is worth around £500,000. And here comes the big question many people are already asking. Does Alebiosu's arrival mean Britton is already on his way out? From all indications, not yet. Blackburn's plan was to strengthen the midfield, regardless of Britton's future. Alebiosu arrives to provide depth and competition in the position, but not necessarily as an immediate replacement. In other words, Wrexham is still in the running for Britton. And if they come with an aggressive offer, it could shake up the foundations at Ewood Park. And we close the video with some very interesting news that shows how the club is thinking about the present, but also the future. While fans' eyes are focused on the potential big signings that could still arrive, manager Phil Parkinson also has another very clear focus. He wants a more robust squad, with experienced names, yes, but also with promising youngsters who can grow and shine in the coming years. And look, it seems that Wrexham has already started to act behind the scenes. According to the People's Person, the Welsh club is about to announce the arrival of Connor Thorley, a young left-back, just 16 years old, who was playing in Manchester United's youth academy. Yes, you heard right. A kid who spent a decade at United now wants to build his career here, at Wrexham. Thorley, who also played for Wales' U17 national team, even had a trial with Southampton recently, but seems to have truly opted to wear the Red Dragons jersey. He's even updated his Instagram bio to mention Wrexham, so he's practically a done deal. At the end of June, the youngster posted an emotional farewell to United, thanking them for everything he experienced there and making it clear he was ready for a new chapter. And what's more, he's already played for Wrexham's U19s. During the tour in Nova Scotia, Canada, the youth team played friendlies against Halifax Wanderers. Thorley started on the bench in the first match but started in the second, showing the club's faith in him. For those unfamiliar, Connor Thorley is a left-back who will turn 17 in September and arrives eager to follow a path like Max Cleworth, who rose through the youth ranks to become a key player in the first team. This move shows how focused Wrexham is on the future. It's not just about winning now, but about creating a strong structure, uncovering talent, and solidifying the club as a benchmark on and off the field. So, what did you think of young Thorley's arrival? Do you enjoy seeing the academy being valued? Or do you think the club should focus 100% on players ready to move up to the Premier League? Comment below. I want to hear your opinion. Don't forget to like, share the video with your friends, and, of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news about our beloved Wrexham. See you in the next video. See you later, Red Dragons.